Yo, what up, big cats? MySK20 here, and today, guys, what I have for you here today is a Borderlands 2 Gunzerker or Salvador build for, like I said, Borderlands 2. And what this is basically I go ahead and give my 2 cents on the skill tree, and what I find out is the most effective for it. Now, a lot of people make it when the game first comes out, but to me, like if the game's not out already and you're already making skill trees, yeah, I guess I'd get a lot of hits is what you want to call it, but it's not accurate. I mean, I played the game, it's been out for over a year now, and like by now, you kind of know what it is. So that's why I'm making it. Anyway, that's why I'm so late on the guide. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First one we're going to talk about is the bulky build. So first thing you want to do is your Gunzerking 1 out of 1. Let me just mute that. Alright, so what this does is this is an action skill, and you're going to draw a second gun and go nuts. While Gunzerking, you instantly regain 50% of your total health, gain damage reduction against enemy attacks, and constantly regenerate health and ammo. Does not regenerate rockets, and the cooldown for this is about 42 seconds. So basically what this does is you're shooting with one weapon, you do Gunzerk, then you have like 2 weapons. That's basically what it is. It's everything's hit fire on that, and yeah. So first thing you're gonna do for the bulky build is hard to kill 5 out of 5. And what this does is increases your maximum health and gives you a small amount of health regeneration. So as you can see right there, maximum health plus 20% and regeneration of 0.5% of your maximum health per second. After that, what you're gonna do is come down here and do on the Juggernaut, which is probably one of my favorite skills in this one. When you kill somebody, it's a kill skill. So killing an enemy reduces all damage you take for a few seconds, and that's 20%. So that's great. Anytime you kill an enemy, you are a lot harder to kill. Next thing you want to do after that is I ain't got time to bleed. I ain't got time for that. And you're going to do that 5 out of 5. And while Gunzerking regenerate health, lower your current health, the more powerful the regeneration. This is up to 4%. Next thing you're going to want to do after this is Insight. And if I could just find, Insight's up here, and this is a 5 out of 5. And what this does is taking damage. There it goes. Taking damage from enemies increases your maximum speed and reload speed for a few seconds. Movement speed plus 30%, reload speed plus 25%. This is very useful. Trust me, this is a very useful skill. After that, we want to come down here is you want to have sex with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And taking damage gives you health regeneration for 5 seconds. This effect does not stack multiple times and regenerates up to 2% of your maximum health per second. So it doesn't stack, but it's very good. You definitely want to have this one maxed out. Next thing you want to do is come at me, bro. 1-on-1. Basically what this does is you kind of flick somebody off. They aggroed onto you. If you don't know what aggro means, that means the AI or the computer that the game that you fight, they lock onto you and try to come after you. This is especially good for flying enemies that you can't quite kill, and plus you get instantly health and massive damage reduction. So, yeah, you have to be Gunzerking, but it's fun. And by the way, you get that at level 31, and that's going to max out your tree at level 31. So just keep that in mind. Next thing you want to do is called Bestos. It's right over here. And reduces the duration of status effects on you, such as being on fire, corroded, electrocuted, or slag. This is very good, and minus 40%. So this is very good. You don't even have to like run a bulky shield or anything like that, like the negotiator or something like that, because you already resist a lot of it. So that's really good. But you can if you want. I mean, you can. Next thing you want to do is fill to the brim 5 out of 5. And what this does increases your magazine size with all weapon types. Also increases your ammo carrying capacity with all ammo types. So that's really good. Definitely want to have that. And then as well, you want to go down here to last longer. And the reason why you want this is increases Gunzerking duration. This is very good because well, yeah, you can increase longer and then you can regenerate health longer. So, and after doing that one 5 out of 5, you're going to come down here for your remaining points, and you're going to do I'm ready already. And this is increases the cooldown rate of your Gunzerking by 20%. So you definitely want these. These two are really important. I figured they're a little bit more late level kind of thing, just because I mean, you can switch it around if you want, but it's a little bit more late level because you want the bulk first. So that's why I did that. So let's go ahead and go on to the pros and cons of these builds. The bulky build, the pros for this one is you have high amount of health, as you can see. Increases your maximum health. A bunch of things are coming into play. You also resist elementals, which is right here. and you have health regeneration in many places, so you can get it in Come At Me Bro, Sexual Tyrannosaurus. I don't know why they named that, but they got it in a lot of different things, and you see right here, there's a bunch of different things. And you can flick off people. I mean, who, for once, flicking off is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't want to, like, be like, hey, come here, brute, and then flick them off? You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't want to do that? So that's really cool. The cons for this is also, you don't do as much damage. You don't really, which in the next build we're going to touch into this tree and this tree, but you don't really touch into it that much. You're kind of like a bulky, solo kind of guy that, you know, just, yeah, takes hits a lot and doesn't go down. Trust me, when I use this, I barely ever went down. It's a great build. So, also, you reduce your cooldown, your Gunzerking is not as powerful. Just because of you, like I said, you don't touch into those, and you have no use for gun synergy. And what I mean by gun synergy is I'm going to talk about a little bit in the next build. Basically, it's like stacking your guns in order to make your abilities the best as it can be, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I'll get into that in a little bit, but there it is. There's the final build for that, and let's go ahead and reset, and let me switch back over. And next build we're going to talk about is the pistol build. Now, this pistol build, I'm not really sure which of the two builds are my favorite, to be honest. I've used the bulky build more than the pistol build, but I'm very, very familiar with the pistol build, and it's really, really good. So definitely check this out, especially if you're using like Explit Unkempt Heralds or Grog Nozzles or Mad Moxxi's Ruby or stuff like that. Like, trust me, it's a really good build. So, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to do Gunzerking 1-on-1, obviously, to start your power up. We've already talked about that, so I'm not going to talk about it. First thing you want to do after that is Locked and Loaded, which is reloading your guns gives you a fire rate bonus for a short time, which is very useful. It's 25% fire rate. After that, you want to do I'm Your Huckleberry, and am I doing that? No, I'm just kidding. Increases damage and reload speed with pistols by 15% for each. And after that, what you want to do is come down here to Money Shot. Now, Money Shot is probably the most important part of this build. The last round fired from your magazine gains massive bonus damage. Guns with smaller magazines receive a smaller bonus. This skill works with all weapon types. So you have to at least have a magazine of 10, but that won't be a problem later on, you'll see. And the last round in your magazine deals up to 400% damage, like extra damage. That's crazy. Yeah, not 400 damage, 400%. That's take whatever damage you do and times that by 4. Trust me, it's good. And especially if we do later on where you have a chance not to consume ammo. So yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later though. Next thing you want to do is Divergent Lightness. So here it is. And what you want to do here is you want to max this one out 5 out of 5. And while Gunzerking the two guns of the same type, you deal bonus damage. While Gunzerker with two different types of guns, you gain accuracy. So as you see right here, if you have like two pistols, which is why gun synergy in this one is important, you gain a lot better gun damage in this. So you definitely want to do dual pistols or dual, yeah, this is a pistol build, so you want to do dual pistols. Next thing after that you want to do is come down here to Lay Waste. And Kill Skill, killing an enemy gives you increased fire rate and critical hit damage with all guns for a short while. So you can see fire rate plus 40%, critical hit damage plus 25%. After that, you're going to come down here and you're going to do no kill like Overkill, which is 1-on-1. And as you can see in the bottom right corner right here, required level is 31, just the same as the other one. So it's normally like that for every build. Every now and then you might switch that up, but normally it's level 31 when you complete your build. Also, no like override. What this does is when you kill an enemy, you gain bonus to gun damage equal to the amount of excess damage you deal to the enemy you just killed. So say the enemy has 50 health left and you do 400 damage, then you're going to do, in the next shot, you're going to do an extra 350 damage, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Don't worry about the math, it's good, okay. Next thing you want to do is Down but Not Out. And this is really good because you can Gunzerk while in Fight for Life. Now, this is very important because you're not touching the bulky side. You're not getting health regeneration or anything like that. So if you do go down, you need a way to get back up quickly. So, yeah. Next thing you want to do after that is Filled to the Brim 5 out of 5. Now, this one is a little bit tricky. What I like to do actually on this one it's tough because both of these are very, very good. So what I like to do is maybe do this one 3 out of 5, I would say, and then fill the brim 2 out of 5. I do this because 5 out of 5 on this one is very good, your magazine size and your ammo carrying capacity. But the problem is with your shots have a chance not to consume ammo, especially with money shot, and you can just keep hitting money shot over and over and over. It's very important, but then again, you also need the extra magazine size. This one is really up to you. You can split it 3 ways. 5 out of 5 on filled to the brim, or 5 out of 5 on inconceivable. I personally think if you're going to do 5 out of 5 on something, I would do it inconceivable. But if you want to split it up, like I think is a pretty good idea, then do 3 out of 5 on this one and 2 out of 5 on this one. So that might help you out. Next thing you're going to want to do is last longer. 5 out of 5. And what this does, increases the Gunzerking duration. This is very important because obviously you're going to be a powerhouse and you need longer duration for it. So after that, it's not over there. You're going to help yourself out with I'm Ready Already again, which increases the cooldown rate of your Gunzerking ability by 25%. And your final 3 skill points is Yippee-Ki-Yay, 3 out of 5. And what this does is killing an enemy while Gunzerking increases the amount of time you can Gunzerk by 1.8 seconds. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, you're going to be taking a lot of people out, and you're going to be able to continuously be in Gunzerking if you play it right. And you know, don't forget that you're only level 50 here. The max level right now is 72. Level 50 is just for the people that don't have the money to buy it. That's why I do it. So I would say once you keep going, I would continue on down. I would try to max out this one, continue on down to get shooting an enemy decreases the cooldown, and then come to Rampage, and longer to hold down the trigger, the faster guns fire and the faster you reload. So I mean, I would just keep going down this tree and then eventually get over here and give yourself some health. So it's really not, really not all that hard to understand about this tree. This skill, the build, I mean, is very, very useful. It's very strong. And I'm not saying, I know you guys are like, oh, it's pistols, but I'm not kidding. This tree is very, very strong, and it can take out, invincibles or, anything very quickly. So, especially if you have multiple of people running these. So, I'm telling you, it's very good. So going on to the pistol build, the pros for this one is you have money shot. Money shot is very useful because, like we said, your final bullet can do 400% extra damage. You reduce your cooldown rate tremendously by a bunch of different things, and you have weapon synergy over here with the pistols. You have dual pistols, you have a bunch of stuff, and then you have overkill, which is very nice because whatever excess damage you do to one person, you can do to the next person. The cons for this one is you don't have much health regeneration, which is the problem. You're not very bulky. And one thing else is like this build is not that good unless you have good pistols. Now, if you're running like the starter pistols, it's really not going to be that good. But if you start getting some better higher level pistols, do a lot of damage and stuff like that, this build is very good. So I would say this is kind of a slow starting game. Maybe I would try to start down this skill tree, and then by the time you get some good pistols, just reset your skill points and then start working down. That would be probably my tip for you guys. But yep, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching. And the Assassins video will hopefully be up tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next day. But yep, almost done with Borderlands 2 videos. Then we move on to Borderlands 1, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghost, and a lot more. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and you guys have a good one. Alright, peace. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Previous video is a Borderlands 2 Siren skill point guide where I talk about the skill tree and everything for the Siren and how helpful it is to be a medic and stuff like that. And featured video is a Mechromancer reaching level 72 live level up, and I really, really want you guys to watch that one. It's I love doing the live Borderlands 2 stuff. I stream and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff. So I definitely recommend checking that out. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps me out. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, peace.